Hello, hello. Just getting things started here. It's so hot. So in the meantime that people are joining the live, I'm going to start by updating my bullet journal. Today's Sunday, so I think I'm a few days behind. So if your bullet journal is not updated as well, feel free to update yours with me today. I'm going to be setting up my weekly spread for April, and April has been chaotic. I've been so busy, and honestly, the weekly spreads that I've been doing, and I'm going to show them in a bit, are a bit too much for me, so I'm going to try to do a simpler version for this live. Not only because I want to do quick weekly spreads on the live streams, but also because I really need my weekly spread to just be there for me, and I don't want to spend a lot of time with doodles and stuff. So let's start updating this. Today's 13th. Okay. I'm going to start an internship, and I don't know if I should put that on my calendar. Like the days that I'm starting to work there, but I'm going to leave it for now. This is done finally. Yay! I finished that today. I have to start thinking about my bullet journal for May. I have no idea what I'm going to do for May, so I have to think about that. I still have to read today. I need to finish the chapter for week 5 of The Artist Way. One of the habits that I've been really bad at is this engaging one. I think I don't follow enough creative people on my Instagram because I'm never seeing like posts of other artists. I'm just seeing like stationery hauls or things from brands, and it's just not something that I would like to engage with. Yeah, I think I need to follow new people on Instagram. But I'm trying to engage more with other artists online so we can like lift each other up. I had more people commenting on my posts, which is really nice, and I try to always give back, but sometimes it's hard. It's like the 5th week in a row that I work out 4 days a week and I take a walk, which is really nice. I did both of these artist dates. I don't know why one is with a cross and another is with a check mark, but yeah, I did both of them. I think I have 2 more weeks for April, and I don't know what I'm going to do for the other artist date, but I hope that idea comes in a bit. So this is my first weekly spread for April. It was really minimal. It was really nice. I really like these, this border right here. And then I didn't do some of the bunnies. I didn't paint them. I have to grab that. I guess I can do with the other pen. I'm just going to color in the bunnies while I wait for more people to join. I did this weekly spread and I actually liked how it looked, but it took me a long time to figure out where these squares were going to be. I'm going to put some music while I wait for more people to join. Okay, then I will put some washi tape here. This is my other weekly spread. I didn't even do the bunnies for this one because I was so busy. I'm going to just update this. I'm going to have to leave this shop update them for next week. We did this, we did this. And I did the proposal. Now I'm going to move on into my weekly spread. I think I want to do something like this, but with more space for the to-do lists, because I'm going to have a lot to do for this week. A lot of like small things. But a lot of little things to do. So, and I like to match the weekly spreads one after the other. So this one is going to be the same as this one, and then this one is going to be for next week. right here. I hope I have pages for May and June. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Have to think about that. Yeah, I'm going to do basically the same thing as I did for this one, but with bigger boxes. And maybe the bunnies would be like in between the boxes. I think that's what I'm gonna do. First I'm going to just do the outline for the border around it. I'm going to leave a line of squares out. Okay, and I have this much space for each day. Right here. And I'm going to have the 8 sections. This is the middle of my bullet journal. I think I'm going to have the days till here. And these 2 lines for the title. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So in this spaces right here, I'm going to do the bunnies. Some of them, I don't think I'm going to do that many bunnies for this weekly spread because I really need it to be super useful. And I need has space for everything, so I'm just going to keep it really simple. No, I'm gonna have these many. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay. So because we're going to have these lines, I don't think I'm going to do these headers. I think I'm going to do the same that I did in here. So this is the space for the headers. Here. So this is kind of the middle. Hold on. I'm going to have 7 days and here like the to do for the week so I don't forget anything. I'm going to do those bubble letters. I have to go back and see how I do my weekly spreads. Yeah, I do like this. And from top to bottom. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now I'm going to do the border. I don't think I sketched it beforehand, so I'm just not going to do that. And I'm just going to go for it. That was not pretty. That's fine. Okay, I think it's pretty. I'm gonna do the leaves as well. This is like the best part, doing the little leaves. It ties really well the whole border thing. Just going to erase the pencil here. So I don't smudge the leaves afterwards. Did I do leaves on the inside? I did some of them, yeah. try to not make a lot of leaves, but also to like distance themselves a little bit, not in like at the same pace. Trying to make them as random as possible. Okay. My god, so cute. I think this side got a lot more leaves than the top, but that's fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to, I'll have to grab this pen right here, but before that I'm just going to do the heathers. I'm going to outline them, so I'm not going to make them super thick, but I also want them to be cute. So it's a bit tricky. While this is drying, I'm going to grab the other pen to do the lines for each day. maybe I should sketch out the bunnies before I do these lines. I have them all in here in parchment paper, so it's easier to just transfer into my bullet journal. And here I can fit this guy. This is way easy to just draw basically the same thing. Onto my bullet journal. But like this. See? Easy. I don't know if you can see, but it's right there. And I'm going to add another one here. See in the corner. And I'm going to put this guy sleeping here. So cute. Okay, yeah, it's transferring. Okay. I should add another bunny to just balance it out, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to have space for them. So I'm just not going to. I think it's fine like this. So I'm going to outline them. This is for the letters. I'm going to use a thicker one. I think I'm going to use my Muji pen to outline the bunnies. I love to draw in my bullet journal. I think this is like the perfect style for me. I have space for everything that I need in my weekly spreads, but I also have like the opportunity to draw in my bullet journal without looking like it's too much. I love creating themes where I don't need like 5 hours to create everything to make it feel like it's artistic and pretty. My favorite themes are actually the ones that were easier to draw, not because they were like boring, but because I found the perfect mix between a theme that it was like playful with doodles, but it was like easy to draw. I just love doing that in my bullet journal. I'm honestly thinking about putting back out there my digital bullet journal pages. I'm also doing a shop update in a few weeks, so I think that would be the perfect time to bring those back. Okay, now in the meantime that this dries, I'm going to keep doing the lines, and then I'm going to color them in with the same pen. This is the pen that I'm using, by the way. This is the Tombow 942. I really need to get back into doing my collection of Tombows. I kind of stopped doing that when COVID came, because we used to go, me and one of my Bujo friends used to go to a stationery store to buy our Tombows. Then with COVID, we couldn't do that. And then I wanted to save money, so I also stopped buying pens. But it's like the third Tombow of mine that goes dry. So I really need to think about keep collecting them. It's another one, right? I hate when this happens. Okay, it's barely noticeable. I did that leave too close to the lines. Thursday will have to be my last busy day because I got 3 lines a bit too short. Okay, this is my weekly spread. I'm going to just outline the titles. I'm going to do that with this one. This is the Pentel 0.1 point liner. These are my favorite point liners to use. They are better than the Sakura ones in my opinion. I just feel like these are more durable. One thing that I found was that the tip would not go inside the pen that often. You can apply pressure to them, you can use them for years, the tip will not go in the pen. That is something that happened with my Sakura fine liners, and I didn't like that, obviously. So I prefer these ones. I think a good point liner makes all the difference in your bullet journal, and these are my favorite ones. It's a bit too thick, but that's fine. I also love doing this type of style. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but in the lines and in the bunnies, the lines are not like perfectly drawn on. They have some spaces in them, and some dots along those lines, and I love doing that. I think it adds more personality to the whole thing. It's not a continuous line for the letters. I've been doing that as my art style, and I've been really enjoying the outcome. Gives it a more artistic, uncompleted look. I like it. Also, in the meantime that I'm just finishing up my weekly spread, I want to mention that for my shop update, I'm planning to bring back my shop newsletters. So if you're not signed up for the newsletters on my shop, go to catsplendor.com and you will have their pop-up to sign up for the newsletters. I want to start making more newsletters for bullet journaling. For example, tips and videos to watch and like inspiration, and to also promote my products, of course, but to also give you hints of the upcoming things, because I have a list of things that I want to get done throughout like this time, like the summer, and I'm going to announce the little bits of that in my newsletter and to my Ko-Fi members. They are going to be the ones knowing about everything first. They're going to have probably free access or with a huge discount on the upcoming projects that I have coming in. For example, if I create my digital bullet journal pages again, they are going to have that for free, at least like the higher tiers, and the lower tiers are just going to have like access to it, but not for free probably. I still have to think about that, but I want to give back to my members as much as I can. And then if I come up with a workshop for bullet journaling, they will have access to it with a discount, and they're going to be the first to know about it, like the outline of the workshop and what I'm planning to do, how it's gonna go, everything. So I'm really excited for that. But in my newsletter, I'm going to announce those things as well. They are just going to be the ones knowing it first. What else? Also, for my shop update, I want to give them early access to everything before anyone else, so they are going to have early access to the shop update. Oh my god, it's smudged. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. I'm I'm going to release these postcards on my shop. They are available again for my members. Some of them have already received it in the mail. It's one of the cutest things that I've ever created. But this is going to be on my shop update as well. My members just had access to it earlier because they got that in the mail. And I'm going to have sticker sheets of these bunnies, and I'm also going to start planning my theme for May. And those stickers are also going to be on the shop update. I used to do shop updates on a monthly basis, but that is just not really working for me right now. So I'm just going to do them periodically. I also want to bring back the seasonal grab bags. And so there's a lot of things that I want to do for my shop, for the shop update, and other projects that I have in mind, for example, the workshop or the digital versions of my bullet journal. And I'm happy that soon I'm going to have a Cricut machine to have stickers, so there's a lot of things going on. But yeah, this is my weekly spread. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I know that I did these doodles around it. Maybe I'll just do that too, just to spice up things a little bit more. I want to keep this extremely simple, but these doodles are not going to kill anyone, so I'm just gonna do some of them. Flowers, what else can I do? I have stars. Mushrooms, I have. No, I'm not going to do mushrooms, but I'm going to just do like a sparkle here. Yeah, something like that. Not a lot of doodles, but some doodles. And I think I'm just going to do the grass here. Yeah. I'm gonna outline it. And yeah, I think my weekly spread is done. I hope you enjoy doing your weekly spread with me. I like how mine turned out. I'm just going to create the bunnies for these ones later, and I'm going to plan the rest of my week in my bullet journal. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video on Tuesday. It's going to be The Artist Way episode 5. I'm going to start editing it today. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!